Okay, go to a different beach today. I doubt there's any surf, but it'll be at least a different walk. So, hi, my name is Dr. August Dunning. I film these nifty little videos on how to drive fast. Oh my God, there's a wave coming in. I can't believe it. Anyway, and today I thought I'd talk about how to drive fast safely. You know, a lot of people are in conditions that are mineral deficient, vitamin deficient, all sorts of conditions that they decide to go into a drive fast because they've got some sort of illness they'd like to fix. And I get that. I totally get that. Problem is, without knowing exactly what condition you're in, it's hard to say whether or not you're going to be all that successful drive fasting. One thing you probably want to do is to preload your minerals. You know, get a mineral supplement, get magnesium, because almost everyone is magnesium deficient. Get some potassium. You know, make sure you're eating at least a teaspoon of salt every day for the sodium and the chlorine to combine with stomach protons, hydrogen in the stomach to make hydrochloric acid to digest your food. That's kind of a pre-fast setup. Go ahead and put some minerals in there and get ready to go for this. Because it's not that tough if you have the things that are necessary to keep your bodily functions going. And like I said, I don't know what condition you're in to start one of these things. So, word of the wise: get the book, The Phoenix Protocol, learn how to drive fast, know what's going on, what you're going to go through. Wow, it's a pretty good little wave. The other thing is you might want to take some activated charcoal. You know, clean some toxins that are in your GI tract out, you know, a couple of days before you start a drive fast. The other thing is to prevent constipation during your drive fast. It might put you off to it. So, the easy way for that is just eat some fruit. I like watermelon, like a half a watermelon the day before I drive fast, just to flush things out, and that helps quite a bit. You know, you're going to finally go through these phases that everyone goes through, where you end up burning up all your sugar, and then you switch over to fat. And because you're dry fasting, and the blood solids build up, the receptors, the osmoreceptors in the hypothalamus, tell your body to release antidiuretic hormone, which activates the renal medulla to start pumping out epinephrine. Epinephrine goes into the bloodstream, goes into the fat cells, starts activating glucagon on the surface of your fat cells, and starts cleaving your triglycerides into glycerol and free fatty acids. That's at about day 3. 48 hours or so, you get out of burning sugars and start burning fat. So there's going to be some tiredness, some malaise, so to speak. You're going to run out of energy, and that's why your body is switching you over to a new source, a dense source of energy, fat, which brings up another topic. If you're going to drive fast and you're too skinny, you can probably survive it, but the easy way to do it is to get some Italian wheat, if you can find it, because it doesn't have the glyphosate and stuff all over it. Yeah, or eat some bread, because the amylase hits the amylopectin from the bread, makes lots of sugar, which puts it into the fat cells real fast, and you know, just build up some of the fat really fast. That's the easy way. And you can live on that during the dry fast, and you'll lose that weight during the dry fast. The after effects of a dry fast can be really nice or really a problem. For instance, remember I talked about getting some salt every day. You know, sodium is really essential because sodium prevents swelling in the tissue, because if you're low in sodium, your tissue will hold the sodium, and sodium is hydrophilic. It attracts water, so it swells things up. So you want to make sure you get some sodium, adequate amount, so that doesn't happen, edema doesn't happen, the fluids start filling up in the extracellular matrix instead of back in the cells, and you got swollen legs and all this stuff. And get some salt, that goes away. But if you just do the sodium bicarbonate drink at the end of the dry fast that I talk about in this book. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Do your mineral restoration, your electrolyte restoration. Eat sparingly for a couple of days to give all that GI tract, new cells, time to get used to eating. And that's about it. You'll see that the recovery period is about the same as the dry fasting period. You think you have a lot of energy before you do. Trust me, you're going to think you're going to be able to do all kinds of stuff you won't be able to, but it's okay because it comes back really fast. And that's kind of the note today. To dry fast safely, think about the condition you're in. Make sure you have a period of time that's very little distractions and problems. And do a dry fast. I mean, it's just like sleep, except you've extended that metabolism for days. So you can do all this great stuff and great good. I talk about it in some of the videos below. If it's your first time here, take a look at the ones down there and see what people are saying about employing the method. Anyway, that's it for the day. I will talk to you later. And please subscribe. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. I usually answer as many as I can. But leave a comment. Helps my algorithms. Gets this idea out to more people. And that makes it really nice because more people get well. More people don't get sick. More people keep their income. More people can afford to live. I mean, it's all good. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.